recruit a team of teenagers with attitudes.
I've been playing the Sega CD for a while now, mainly because these FMV games are a comedy goldmine. I was actually going to lay off, but then I was at a used bookstore and I saw this. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the Sega CD, and when I saw this I just knew I had to play it. I didn't even know there was a Power Rangers game for the Sega CD, and I don't really think many other people did either.
I have the perfect plan to conquer that pathetic little planet Earth!
With the green candle, formed from magic wax, when it burns down it will steal the Green Ranger's powers!
Now I still have a soft spot for the Power Rangers, although I never followed them past the first incarnation of the group. After the first group they started getting a little weird, you know. Power Rangers, Zeo, Neo, Rangers in Time, Rangers in Space, Rangers Turbo. I didn't really follow it. I mean, I was just a kid when I first saw it, right? But this is the first game for the Sega CD I was legitimately excited about playing. I mean, this is classic Power Rangers. And besides, it's got kung fu guys in motorcycle helmets fighting giant rubber monsters with robots. I mean, there's no possible way this game could suck, right? Well, let's play it. It's Morphin time!
Mastodon! Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
For those of you who aren't familiar with the Power Rangers, it's about this evil sorceress named Rita Repulsa, who's been stuck in a jar for 10,000 years. And when she gets out, she wants to do two things: take a shower and conquer Earth. To combat her and her never-ending supply of putties and rubber monsters, there's a giant floating blue head named Zordon who gives a group of random teenagers from a nearby high school magic morphing belt buckles that turns them into spandex-clad warriors in motorcycle helmets. Actually, Zordon kind of lucks out by managing to pull a bunch of random teens who happen to know martial arts. You'd think Zordon would be a lot smarter to say something like, "Alpha, Rita's escaped. Bring me the 5 greatest martial artists on the planet." Or, "Alpha, get me Chuck Norris, Jet Li, Steven Seagal, Triple H, and Bruce Campbell." Yeah.
You've been chosen to form an elite team to battle Rita. Each of you will be given access to extraordinary powers drawn from the ancient creatures you call dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah,
Whoa.
dinosaurs, except for the mastodon and the saber-toothed tiger, which aren't dinosaurs. I never really understood what the Green Ranger's thing was. He doesn't even fit into the whole dinosaur theme. He just yells,
Dragonsaur!
and I have no idea where dragons fit into the whole dinosaur thing. And he plays this magic dagger flute. The game has 3 difficulty levels, and I immediately choose hard, because I'm hardcore and that's how I roll! The game opens up by playing the first few scenes from the first episode. In fact, the cutscenes never, ever stop. The entire game is cutscenes. It's an FMV, unbroken, from beginning to end. And it's very simple. Arrows and buttons appear on the screen, and you have to push them before they disappear, or you take a hit. If your life bar runs out, it's game over. That's it. Monkey C button, monkey push button. Except on the hard difficulty where it's all too fucking fast, there's no way to see these moves coming. I mean, the movie offers a few visual cues, but it doesn't really help. And worse, on this difficulty level, you take a hit for every wrong button you press, and you take an additional hit for not pressing the correct one. So when things start getting frantic, you just start racking up hits like crazy because you're falling behind, and you're pressing buttons for action triggers that just passed. God damn it! This difficulty is impossible. Maybe if I had the twitch reflexes of a 10-year-old, but I can't even get past the first fucking screen. Okay, let's just see if I can jump straight back into the action, because if I have to watch these cutscenes over and over, I'm seriously gonna fucking lose it. Okay, I skipped that one, but... What the shit?! I'm taking hits for trying to skip a cutscene? Have you ever played a game that punished you for trying to skip movies? Imagine playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and trying to skip the codec scenes, only for the Colonel to reach through the screen and slap you across the face and say, "Hey, listen, fuckbucket, I'm talking and you're gonna listen."
I need scissors. 61.
This is like playing a really shitty version of Dance Dance Revolution with a controller. The only way you'll ever be able to beat this game on this difficulty is by memorizing the button patterns, but that means watching the same scenes over and over again. It's the only way I ever managed to get this far.
Zordon said these power morphers will give us power. Let's do it!
So now I'm thinking, yeah, now it's on. Now I'm the Power Rangers. Now I'm badass. These guys got a serious ass kicking coming. Yeah, let's do this thing.
We're gonna save the world! Alright, let's do it!
come on, I'm supposed to have superpowers now, but the game just got twice as hard. God, I suck at this game. Okay, I'm skipping to the lower difficulty because it's the only way you're gonna see anything other than this.
Magic one! Big Michael's arm roll!
Really, you've seen everything already. That was it. All you're doing is playing a Simon Says minigame and watching an entire series of Power Rangers chopped up into about 20 minutes. All it does is cut the fight scenes out and edits them together, so the game doesn't make any sense at all. All it is just Rita sends a monster, you kill it. Rita sends another monster, you kill it. And the difficulty to normal is a huge step down, too. So your choices are between an impossible expert mode and a normal mode, which is way too fucking easy. Continuity is all over the place. In the next few stages, you have to fight the Green Ranger, because at this point in the series, he's evil. But then for absolutely no reason, this scorpion lady turns into a giant beast and attacks you. Who the fuck is she? Where did she come from? Rita also causes an eclipse, because the Megazord is apparently solar-powered, so through the entire stage, your life drains automatically. Can you imagine trying to play this on the hard difficulty, taking 3 times as many hits because you're screwing up, and your life is going down the drain automatically? This barely qualifies as a game. It's so disheartening that you have literally no impact on the game's outcome whatsoever. No matter what you do, whether you succeed or fail, nothing changes on the screen. It just plays out the same way as before. You're literally accomplishing nothing. In fact, the game doesn't even make any sense between levels. In several levels, the Power Rangers get their asses kicked even if you press all the right buttons. They'll decisively lose a fight, and all the game will say is, "Congratulations, you get to move on to the next level." In fact, at the end of one level, the Rangers' Power Zords are destroyed, and they don't ever defeat the monster. So what, was the Earth conquered? I guess not, because the next level, Rita sends another monster down just like always.
It's all over the radio. A monster's attacking the business district.
So, guess what the Rangers do?
It's Morphin time!
They summon their Zords. Who's fixing the Zords anyway? Alpha? It's not like Zordon can do shit. Dude's got no arms. You think he's gonna be able to hold a spanner or change a fan belt? Would it have killed them just to make some kind of side-scrolling beat-em-up? Well, that's what you'd expect, right? Just some generic arcade-style game like the X-Men or Ninja Turtles arcades. This isn't complicated. You could code this game in Flash in about 10 minutes, and people would still say you phoned it in. Let me put it this way. You know those timing-based mini-games that everyone hates in games like Resident Evil 4, Indigo Prophecy, or Dead to Rights? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is this timing-based minigame. All of it. This game was so lousy that it actually wore out a shitty gaming fad about 10 years before the fad was even invented. But maybe you don't care. Maybe you might consider this a happy little piece of Karate Kaiju nostalgia. I'll admit I liked rocking out to the cheesy Power Rangers theme song, but all of a sudden the game just throws you a middle finger in between levels after a cliffhanger. After about the 6th level, the game says, "Try Expert Mode to access the final levels of the game." You can't even finish the game on normal difficulty? What the fuck is that shit?
How ripped off would you feel if you bought this game, paid upwards of $50, $60, and then just got the equivalent of something you would download off Xbox Live that chokes your access off after 2 levels? I mean, there's no way you're going to be able to see those last levels on expert difficulty. You saw what I went through. It's impossible. But you know what the worst part is? The absolute worst part of this game? No Bulk and Skull.
Oh no, look who's here. Bulk and Skull.
Hi, girls. How about that double date we talked about?
Yeah! What about it?
Sorry, guys.
I don't know how you'd ever include them in a game, but those guys were the best. They had the greatest theme song ever.
We're not good enough for you?
Not really sure what I'm going to do now. I mean, I guess I might go back to Final Fantasy VIII. Haven't I really beat up on the Sega CD enough? It's not like these games could possibly get any worse anyway. that you, Marky Mark?
Hit me!
Yeah! Yo, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, we coming back at you one more time. And for all them mugs out there who slept on me, do yourself a favor and wake that up. 1990 motherfucking